Hi everybody, it's Maria here again, and we want to talk about today about 321 together. And I have a wonderful guest with me who has done 321 Focus several times. So you're very welcome, Ineke Owens. Would you like to introduce yourself to us?
Thanks very much, Maria, for the invitation. Yes, my name is Ineke Owens and I'm an interior designer. I'm an interior designer since 2004 and my company is Inspired Living by Ineke. I am based just outside Mullingar and I love my work. I love doing interior design.
Yeah, and I know as well a great tip for everybody. You have your A to Z coming along on your Facebook page, so I'll put your link for your website and for your Facebook page if people want to follow that. Because I loved your tips. I only got to see them yesterday about our home office and how to create an office with what we already have in our home space. So that was so helpful and well, so pertinent at the moment. So thanks for that. So how did you hear about 321 Focus?
Well, I heard about 321 Focus from my very good friend Maria. You had mentioned to me that you were working on this amazing little program, and of course I was intrigued, and I couldn't wait to give it a go as soon as you had it up and running. So I did it from the very, very start. I have to confess though, and I'm sure you're aware of this, when I did the 321 Focus for the very first time, I didn't quite get to finish it. At that stage, I was extremely busy and not yet in the frame of mind to allow myself even 20 minutes a day, for self-care, as it were. I have since learned to do so. But yeah, and the very first time was in September 2018.
Yeah, you were there in the very first group. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But you've been back since, and you've finished it since.
Oh, I have indeed. I've done it, I think, 4 times since, because it's amazing. The results are just fantastic. And I was a little bit annoyed with myself that I didn't get to finish it the first time. So I started again in January, and absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. There's so many bits in it that are now part of your routine, and that come automatically, and you know that focusing on your future and focusing on gratitude and positive affirmations just has an amazing effect on your daily life.
Yeah, so then there are pieces that you're obviously using on an ongoing basis, because when you say you did it again in January, you meant you did it again for the second time in January of 2019.
Correct.
Yeah, so have you got things then that you're continually doing on a daily basis?
Yes, I am indeed. The daily affirmations, that's kind of like, it's like, like a little thing that the first thing I think of in the morning, and I just rhyme it off, and it's just part of my daily routine. The other thing is as well is the gratitude, and I usually have a list of all the things that I'm grateful for, and it's like a chant, if I'm allowed to call it like that.
Absolutely, call it whatever way works for you.
And I do that when I'm in the car driving.
Fabulous, and that's a great tip for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And then just look around me and look at the beautiful countryside and look at all the wonderful people around us, and the amazing life that we're living, and gratitude kind of comes itself, and it's like a little chant. Yes, you were right. I mean, I have done it 4 times. So the third time I did it was in September last year. And even though you know what is coming, the experience is different because I changed, my life changed. So different parts of the 321 Focus are then more relevant and also more effective. So like, it's a different experience every time. And I couldn't wait then to start it again. So I started again in March of this year. And as I said, I'm absolutely loving it. Well done, well done.
Yeah, and I think actually what's very interesting, it's something that I noticed a while ago, is like The reason I think a 3-2-1 is so effective is that because we do the journaling, we actually clear all the thoughts, and we reflect. And it's like if you dig a hole in the garden, and if you don't take the clay out of the hole, you can't get down further. And I actually think that's really, like, it's a good analogy for explaining why any sort of journaling that we do really, really helps us, because it allows us to dig deeper and get in and, heal and understand and clear things. So yeah, that's really good. So is there anything in particular that really surprised you, or is there any little gem you have for us out of it that you feel like sharing?
Let me think now. There's so much that is part of it that I'm loving. And as I said, like, even though I have done it a couple of times, there's still things in it that is, oh yeah, I'd forgotten about this little bit. So there's a surprise in it every time, because as I also mentioned, like, it's more applicable maybe a second or third time around. But I absolutely love it. And yeah, my favorite bit, which is something I suppose that comes as a surprise to me, is basically doing the affirmations. I was not in a habit of doing affirmations, and I am now, and that is a big surprise. Also because now I realize that it has such a massive positive effect on us.
Okay, and when you're saying about doing affirmations, are you talking about just the daily affirmation to start the day, or are you writing affirmations for different things that are happening in your life?
I'm now also writing affirmations for things that are happening in my life. And yes, I mean, the daily affirmations that are part of the 3-2-1 focus, they set you up for the day. You know what I mean? They start you off on a positive foot. But writing the affirmations then for yourself during the day, knowing what's going to happen, and kind of planning the outcome, as it were. Yeah, that's a big surprise. And the surprise is the fact is how well it works.
Yeah,
So,
and just for anybody who's listening and doesn't understand what we're talking about, for example, last night when I was going to bed, because I always do my gratitude last thing at night in bed, and I'm there, one of the things I always I'm grateful for is my cozy bed, right? That's one of the things that always goes on the list. But like that, I wrote, and this is the way I use the affirmations. I now have an amazing sleep. I wake up in fantastic form. I'm really enthusiastic and motivated. And then I wrote down that you and I would have an amazing conversation with outcomes beyond our wildest expectations. And then when you put it out there like that, you just don't know what magic is going to come out of it, because it goes back to, like, just if you expect amazing things to happen, that's what happens. So I think they're the kind of affirmations you're talking about. Are you writing affirmations for meetings and calls and things?
Yes, indeed. Yes. Even before phone calls, you write with clients and doing big presentations for clients. I write affirmations, and obviously looking for and wishing myself to have positive and successful outcomes. And yes, because you go into it with such a positive mind, that's usually, I'd say 99% of the time, exactly what the outcome is. So yeah, no, it's very effective, very, very good.
Yeah, and I suppose as well, for anybody who knows about the parking angel, because you and I would use the parking angel, or I even do going out my gate. I easily get out the gate, because some people say to me, how the hell do you get out your gate? It's so busy on your road. But when I go, and if it's busy, I easily get out, and then either the cars will clear or somebody will stop. So it's all about what you expect. But so, like, for anybody who's using the parking angel, like, this is it's just another application. It's like using that more deliberately on purpose in more areas of your life, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's funny, that just even this reminds me that I know in the Esther Hicks material, Asking It Is Given, she says, it's as easy to manifest a button as it is to manifest a castle, right? Yeah. So, it's all what you expect. But if you expect that it's difficult to manifest something, guess what? It's going to be. And maybe that's why, we need to work on this muscle of creating things, and definitely doing those affirmations all the time. Certainly, I find, well, it's just amazing. I have amazing outcomes. So I'm thrilled that you're finding that it's working as well. Happy days, Ineke?
Happy days. And indeed, 3-2-1 Focus is the ideal program to exercise that muscle. Yes.
Yeah, it
Mm.
is, right. And how relevant then do you think 321 Focus is for everybody at the moment, given what we're going through with the pandemic?
I think it is very important because apart from the affirmations and obviously wishing for positive outcomes, you have your meditation, and the meditation is uh, uh, not that long. It's only 6 minutes long, but it's very influential. And it gives you peace. You know, it's really good, and it's so positive, sending out the energy out into the world and the energy around yourself. Your gratitude, I think, is yeah, such a good thing, such a good exercise to get into, to become aware of all the things that we do have, and not concentrate on all the bad things. So definitely the gratitude for the positive thought processes are very good. And then, of course, the little task that you have every day, which is different every day, but also gets you into the habit of doing particular things, particular days of the week, and opens your mind to all the possibilities of how powerful we actually are. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I couldn't recommend it enough.
Yeah, and it's funny because at the moment, I think a lot of people probably don't realize that we still have an awful lot of power, even if we're isolated and we're on our own. And I know you
Mm.
and I both have gone on that journey from working in companies with loads of colleagues to working on our own. So, like, we are using these tools, like on a daily basis, and they're supporting us
Yes.
already, having gone on the journey, as we were saying the other day. Like, we've been in training for this for years. So but I am so glad personally myself that I have these tools, and I think 321 will give people the tools. So yeah, brilliant. So is there anything else that you want to share with us about this?
What I wanted to share is the fact that uh, for those people that haven't tried it yet, do go try it. 321 Focus is amazing. It only takes 20 minutes a day, and I have learned um, to gift myself 20 minutes a day, and that sounds strange.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
your life, that we won't give ourselves 20 minutes in our own lives. It's so amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
it is. It really is, because when you're a small enterprise, you tend to work long hours. You also tend to work weekends, but you need to gift yourself the 20 minutes a day, and it will have a massively positive effect on yourself, on your own life, and but also on your business. And you're focusing on what you would like your life to be like. So that's very important. The other thing I wanted to share as well is, after having done it once, you're going to look forward to do it a second time, and a third time, and a fourth time. It's like something you're hooked on, because you know it works, and you know how massively positive it is for you, for yourself, for your mind, for your business. So yeah, I look forward to doing the 321 every time. And on top of that, they're very affordable. So and then, what I like as well about the 321 is the fact that you can do it whenever it suits you, whether it suits you first thing in the morning, middle of the day, evening time, and you can do maybe one or two parts and then finish off the other parts at the end of the day. It's totally around you, your time frame, your day. Yeah, you can do it whenever it suits you. Even if you skip a day or two, you can then catch up in a little while as well. I just love it. It's so flexible, it's so affordable, and it's so massively effective.
Brilliant. Okay, Ineke, thank you so much. So one final question. Are you going to, I know you're in the middle of doing it at the moment, as am I. We're on hashtag 11, so we're into our third of 4 weeks at this stage. Will you keep doing 321 Focus and adding on into the group of 321 Focus together from April 9th with us?
Yes, I am, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Okay. So look, I've actually created a new area on my website called 321 Focus Together, and I'm just going to show you that now, because that's where the information about 321 Focus, why we're doing it together, the fact we're trying to get a group of at least 8,832 people, and the science behind that. But also, I'm going to show you where you're going to go on the website if you're not on Facebook, because I know a lot of people aren't. If you want to get involved, where it's going to be from this Thursday, April 9th. So I'm going to show you all that now. So I just want to show you here where to find the location on my website where 3, 2, 1 focus together is going to be taking place. So you go to my website, inspiration.ie. So here's me on the homepage. So it's inspiration.ie. And I suppose the reason it's called Inspiration is because there's no point in being inspired if you don't take action. So what we're going to do then is, if you follow my little mouse along here, we go to 3, 2, 1 focus. And if you click down on the menu, there's 3, 2, 1 focus together. So obviously it's going to look different if you're going on from your phone. But here's the page, and you can see it's not important for me to get the picture right, so my face is cut off. But this explains what 3, 2, 1 focus together is all about, and how it's my hope that we get a group that's bigger than 8,832 to work together on this, because then we have the ability to collectively change our collective consciousness for the whole world. And the science and the evidence behind that is there in that video on that page. And then there's the different levels that you get involved. So you can just, if you can commit 6 minutes a day for 30 days, you could do the meditation that has come up in several of the different interviews we've done. If you want to go to level 2 and spend 10 minutes a day, you can do 3, 2, 1. So they're the 3 elements we do every day, and there's a link for you to check those out. And then if you want to do the whole thing, 20 minutes a day, you also do your focus exercise. So that's the background on it. And then actually what we're going to do, it's going to run from the 3, 2, 1 focus support page. And again, I'll have the links below this video for you, so you can see exactly where you need to go. And so 3, 2, 1 focus support started actually on the 19th of March, but now we're doing this new version where we're doing it together, because right now we need to feel we're connected and we need to work together. So it's going to run from this page. This explains, you know, how it can support you at the moment. This explains how you can navigate on your phone, etc., so you know exactly where everything is. Because this sidebar here that you see, because it's running at the moment, so this is going to be where you're going to go challenge content, and you're going to start down here at welcome. But if you're on your phone, that is actually way down at the end of your, if you scroll down. But this particular video will explain to you how to see all that. So I hope that information is useful for you now.
Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, Ineke, for coming on board. It's lovely. It's really fabulous, actually, because everybody I've spoken to has had a slightly different experience and slightly different insights. And I love the fact that you're also talking about how it's affected your business, because you're the first person who's actually reflected that, you know, and I use all this in my business as well, because, well, I think when you're a solopreneur, it kind of, everything blends. Like, there's no real differentiation between your private life and your work life, especially when you get to love what you're doing. So I am so grateful to you for coming here and for giving me your time and all your fabulous feedback. And I love your tulips, by the way. Ineke is originally from Holland, so very apt to have the tulips from Amsterdam, as I call them, right? So thank you so much, Ineke, for being here today. Really great to talk to you, as always. Thank you, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you in another video again soon. Bye.